Hey everyone, I would like to thank you again for subscribing to the channel, commenting and liking my videos. It really means a lot to me. For this video, what I want to do is I want to replace my butt kickers. I have the gamer twos. I think they're like pretty old, and I want and there's a lot of cables and wires, so I want to get rid of the old butt kickers and replace it with the gamer pros. So my plan is I have 5 butt kickers, the old ones, which is 4 on the corners, 2 front, 2 back, and 1 under the seat. I want to take all of this out, and I want, like I said, put the 4 corners, the Gamer Pros, which is their newest, and actually it's pretty awesome. I use 2 of them on my flight simulator, and they're awesome. They're awesome. You can really feel everything, like on the flight sim. If there's any turbulence, engine vibration, you can really feel it. And what I've noticed is with the old Gamer twos, the red ones, they would overheat, and then they would stop working. Especially when I was flying, there was a lot of turbulence, a lot of engine vibrations. When you turn, it just there's so much that little thing, that little speaker is doing. It really warms up, and like I said, it stops working till it cools back down, and then starts working again. I haven't seen this happen with the Gamer Pros. They're awesome, and whether I'm going on an 8-hour flight or whatever it is, it never stops working. Continue working. So now, the question may come up is like, why do you even need to put butt kickers and spend that much money on butt kickers if you have a motion simulator and it does have haptics? Like, yes, the erasing solution does have haptics, but what I've learned, and what I've heard as well from people doing multiple tests, that there are some low-level frequencies that the actual motion simulator cannot feel, or cannot detect. So it wouldn't react to what's happening in the game, not to everything, especially those low-level frequencies. But when you add the butt kickers, it just completes the system, and the butt kickers do react to these low-level frequencies. So I said, you know what? If that's the case, and if it does really add into the immersion, I really want to give it a shot. I really want to test it. So I went ahead and bought 4 of the Gamer Pros. I think they had some kind of a, not really a deal, but you save $20 here and there if you buy the 4. And then the good thing is they give me these adapters, these adapters that you can put on your rig, and then the Gamer Pro would actually connect to it. Those are for free, which is great, because usually these are expensive. Like, if for example, if I want to buy it from Track Racer or anywhere, it's like $50-$60 for one of those, and they give you 4 for free. So that was a good deal, and I went for it. So yeah, that's what I want to do, and I'll go ahead and show both the butt kicker and the adapters as we unbox them. And what we'll do is we'll disconnect all of the old butt kickers and put the new ones in. So this is what this video is about, and I want to do a test with the butt kickers on and the motion system on, and with the motion system only on and the butt kickers off. And I'll give you my honest opinion. I've used the butt kickers before. They're pretty cool. They're pretty awesome. Before I even added motion simulator into my rig, I had the butt kickers. And if I'm driving and I go up on a curb, I do feel it. It vibrates on the corner that I'm at. It's awesome. It adds to the immersion. So let's see what happens in a combination between the butt kickers and the motion simulators. All right, guys. So here it is. We got all 4 boxes. So let's go ahead and unbox and start the installation. Anyway, so it does come with the Haptic Connect software if you want to use it. I don't think I'm going to use it. I'm probably going to go with the SRS, which is the Sim Racing Studio software, because that's the one that I'm using for the motion platform. So, but we'll see. I'll do another test and see which one is better. whether the SRS or the Haptic Connect software. So yep, and it's pretty straightforward. You know what you get in the package. You get their new amp, which is the BKA Pro, and then of course you get the power cable. What else do we have here? Some additional cables. This is to connect the actual little speaker into the amp. You get a nice little remote, and that's what I like about these. It's, you know, to actually, you know, turn them on. The older ones, to turn them on, to increase the volume or decrease it, you have this long cable that connects to it and this small little adapter, and I hated those. Just additional wires and cables that I do not need. This one, I just have the remote control and you can control all of that, so this is awesome. So that's another plus, you know, and why I decided to go with these, because I hate cables. There's a lot of cables. And it gets to the point where, you know what, you cannot do cable management anymore. It just sucks. These are some cables that you'll need to connect. I'm probably, the nice things about these is you can connect it USB, and the minute you connect it to the USB cable, then in a way it's like its own sound card that shows up in the software, and you'll just pick that. So if I have 4 butt kickers, each butt kicker is going to show up as its own interface or its own sound card, if you want to think about it that way. And you can easily tell which one is what. Of course, if you don't want to go USB, if you don't have enough USB ports, then you have the usual RCA cable that you can use, and that's the same old method that for the older butt kickers, but. I do not do that. I don't do that. Even on the flight sim, I did not go with this. Okay, and you get this little 3.5 to 2 RCAs, and that if you have a sound card like a 5.1 sound card, for example, you don't have on the sound card itself on the back. You don't have 2 ports. Like 2 front ports. You don't have 2 front connections that the front left and the front right, they go into one. So this cable is actually goes into that jack, into the front jack of your sound card on the computer, and you get these 2. One of them is for the front right, and one of them is for the front left. That's where you use this. Again, I don't think I'm gonna need this because I'm going USB. So let's put this aside. Okay, and then of course the actual butt kicker right here. This thing is pretty. It has some weight to it, and the build quality is just perfect. It's just very, very well made, and you can tell. It's really cool. Okay, so basically that's what you get that's all you get in the box. So yeah, I'm gonna reopen the rest of the boxes. And we'll then remove the old ones and install the new ones. Alright guys, we're all unboxed and ready, so let's go ahead and remove the old butt kickers and make room for the new ones. Alright, so these are the ones that I'm talking about. Now again, I don't know what I'm going to do with these, so I'm probably going to do some giveaways. I don't need them anymore. I have 5 of them, and basically they're almost brand new and they come with everything in the box, so I'll probably do some giveaways on these, so stay tuned for more information on that. So okay. See guys, this is what I'm talking about, to control, to turn it on, turn it off, volume up, volume down. You have to connect all of these to the butt kick, to the amps, and then control it, and you have to find a place for it on the rig. So, yep, this is gone. We don't need this. Okay, we got everything removed. That was a pain. And sometimes it's hard to get in some of these areas, but anyway, we got them all removed. We even got, removed all of the adapters where the butt kickers used to connect. And these are the new ones that they give you for free. It comes in the package, so it's just pretty awesome. I like it. And they even give you the screws and, the bolts that you need. So now, like I said, let's put all 4 on the corners. So, I do not like these ones. I've had the same problem before, and I was afraid that I'm gonna have the same issue again. If you connect it to the rig, for example, if let me get closer to the rig, so hopefully you can see it down here. So, if I'm going to connect this and put it on the side of the rig like this, and the transducer is gonna connect to it like this, the transducer, when it's vibrating, is gonna slide up and down. It's gonna keep sliding up and down because this is round, circular. It's gonna slide on it up and down, and I do not like that. But if you connect it like this, if you put it on top, for example, and you connect to the transducer from the like this, from the top down, then you'll be fine. It's not gonna move. But sideways, it's not gonna work. So for that reason, I'm gonna go back and to the square ones. These are actually work very, very, very well. And mounted this way, mounted that way, the transducer will never, never move. So this is what I'm talking about. If you look at my flight sim right here, I'm not sure if you can, hopefully you can see that. You see on the flight sim, it is connected like this. It's not sideways. So this works really, really well. It works like this. The circular ones or the square ones will work just fine. But sideways, I don't. If you ever want to get into this and you want to mount them sideways, make sure you get the square ones. And those are, like I said, those are pretty expensive. If you go to Track Racer, they're like $60 each. It's pretty expensive. Unless you're okay if you find ways to mount them on top, standing like this, then you'll find as well. Okay, so I configured the butt kickers using the SimHub. The problem that I've seen with SRS, which is the Sim Racing Studio, is you have to select one sound card, and that one sound card is supposed to have all of the 4 butt kickers connected to one sound card. That used to work before with my old butt kickers because they were all connected to one sound card, which was a Creative 5.1 sound card. So that used to work. But now with the new butt kickers, they have a USB connection, and like I mentioned earlier, that USB connection makes it like the computer detects it as its own sound card and its own output. So in that case, I had to disable it in SRS and like I said, use SimHub and do some configuration in SimHub to get them working. And now we have it all working, tested. They all vibrate and work well. Now let's get into a car and see how they feel on the road. And like I said, I'm going to do a test first with them running, and the motion, of course, running, and then I'll turn them off. I'll turn the butt kickers off and only leave motion and see if I'm really missing something without them on. Okay, so the butt kicker's volume is set at 30. It goes all the way up to 50, so we set it at 30. Because I know from my experience with the flight simulator, I think it gets really, really loud and noisy with anything over even 25. So we'll see. Okay, so I think I felt the road vibrations a lot more. But you know what? Let me turn them off and, restart this race. Because I don't think it's like that much of a difference. Let me turn them off. Okay, so now we have them off. Let's go ahead and restart the race.
Green light, go, go, go.
That's what it is. That's what it was. There was a lot of the road vibrations that I was feeling. I don't know. Maybe it's my settings. Maybe I can bump up the settings a bit. See what happens. And like I said, we're using SimHub. So let's open that up. Let's turn them back on. Okay, maybe. Okay, let's go. Let's bump up the volume as well. Let's go to 30. Let's go to 35. Okay, so now 35. Okay, let's take a look at the settings. And they're at 50. Okay, road impact. Okay. I'm just bumping up the settings a bit. What I have here is the ABS active, the G-force, the engine vibration, the gear shift, road impacts, road rumble, road vibration, wheel lock, and wheel slip. All of those are enabled. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now let us do one more with this. And what I want to also do is I want to use the haptic connect system that the Buttkicker company has. So let's see if I can feel, if it's different.
Green light, go, go, go.
I don't know. I'm not feeling it, man. I don't like it. Okay. So maybe it's SimHub. Let's go ahead and exit. Let's see, SimHub. So I'm gonna turn off SimHub. And what I want to use is Haptics, which is their system. Sorry, it's actually not Haptics. It's Haptic Connect. Alright, so everything seems like to be configured, but let me make sure that it is front left.
Green light, give us all you can. Green light, give us all you can.
Okay. Alright, guys. So let me give you my observation. After doing this simple test on adding the butt kickers, if you want to add butt kickers into your rig, if you have motion, I don't recommend it. Just spending another. I spent like $1,300 on these butt kickers, and I could not feel the difference. I could not feel that it's adding anything extra to what I'm already getting from the motion system. One thing for sure is I can always drive without the butt kickers, but I can never drive without the motion. I mean, when I turned off the motion system, although I've had it only for like a couple months, and I haven't used it that much, but it felt so much difference driving with the motion and without the motion that I would never drive again without the motion. And I think you're gonna go through that if you buy your motion system, you'll never drive without it. I mean, it felt so much better and so much different than not having it. But I can drive with the butt kickers without the butt kickers for sure. They did not add any immersion. They did not add any benefit. Maybe if I'm building a new rig, I'm not adding motion and I'm just adding the butt kickers, I would find it wow. But in my case, with a motion system that you have, I do not recommend it. You're not gonna notice any difference. So I wouldn't really recommend it. And if you tell me that, oh, sometimes I don't want to turn on the motion system, I just want to leave the butt kickers on and turn off the motion if I don't want too much motion. Once you drive and get used to the motion, it is so hard to get out of it. And I can tell you that right away. I'm telling you only from about having it for 2 months. Just when I did this race, it felt so much it felt weird. I just wouldn't do it. So yeah, and I tried SimHub, and I tried Haptic Connect, and it's basically the same thing. It's not a software issue. It's not a configuration issue. I bumped up the configuration a bit more in SimHub. So yeah. If you're thinking about Buttkickers, I kept thinking about it for so long. Maybe I should add it. It'll add to the immersion of the with the motion, but it just didn't. Yeah, at least from my opinion, it just didn't. I just wouldn't justify spending $1,300 on the Buttkicker if you have a motion simulator in place. Yeah. Thank you.